Welcome back to a brand new Clash Royale video, guys. My name is Patrick, aka Chief Pat, and today we're going to be hopping into a fresh new deck inside of Clash Royale, which is going to be a Super Cycle Graveyard Freeze deck that at only 3.3 Elixir is absolutely ridiculously fun to play, and I'm going to try it on the ladder for you guys today. Now, with this Graveyard Freeze deck, you have the classic Ice Golem Graveyard Freeze combination for your spell. You also have arrows, but for the remainder of the cards, having Skeleton Armies, Archers plus Bats is a really cheap combo of cards that put in a massive amount of work, as well as the Tesla for those pesky Hog Riders, Royal Giants, and whoever else. And let me show you guys a couple of these battles today. It is ridiculously fun to play this deck, especially I've done some crazy combinations, whether it's Bats, Graveyards, Freeze. I used a Skeleton Army Graveyard Freeze when I knew that my opponent didn't have their Bar Barrel in cycle, and it ended up being ridiculous. So hopefully we can continue a little bit more of that success today, and let's go ahead and see if we can get some work done. Now, taking a look at our starting hand, this is very interesting. We had Tesla Graveyard Skarmy. I guess I could have played my Skarmy, but when I saw that Executioner, which by the way, very cute little gold helmet on him, I knew I was able to do something. I'm going to opt to play our Archers. He's going to make a very nice donation with those minions. Thank you very much, my friend. Always make sure to thank your opponents. I'm going to also play my Skarmy to do some work on these. What? Did the Executioner Blade come back and destroy my hopes and dreams? Because I think that's exactly what happened. Guys, we're playing E-Barb's Executioner right now. I'm going to play my free spell instead of my arrows because I know that my skeletons can do some work against these goblins. Wow. All right. Well, fortunately for us, our first push is going to be legendary. His zap is going to go in, which means we can just play our bats and do work on this Valkyrie. How in the world did that Executioner Blade come back and actually end up hurting us? The world may never know. Okay, well, a couple of minions. Those will be easy work for us as our tower cleans those up. Looks like we're almost ready for another graveyard combination with our Ice Golem, but I'm going to go ahead and calm it down with these Archers. Let's make sure that next time we don't have a... Guys, I'm playing too much Brawl Stars. What just happened? You know what I have to do? You got to do what you got to do. Ice Golem. I can feel my face melting. I can feel my face melting because Chief Cat is looking at me with the biggest set of eyes, talking about how disappointed she was in that Tesla. Chief Cat, I promise. I promise from here on out, I will not make plays like that using that Tesla. Don't run. Don't do that. Don't show me your fluff like. Okay. All right. Guys, we need to talk. Those were two of the worst plays I've made in my life back to back. I know. I'm playing a little bit of Leon. I'm playing some Brock inside of Brawl Stars. It shouldn't excuse what I have going on. I'm still playing Clash. I'm still trying to keep my skills up, but this has been a little bit pathetic so far. Archers in the back. Tesla right here. E-Barbs, what are you doing? Ice Golem just to do something right here. Gonna let this all run on in. I could freeze this if I wanted to, but instead, I'm just gonna play our Skarmy. He's probably gonna play a Zap, which means I'm gonna play my Bats. What a combination of life. One Hog Rider hit is all he gets. And now I'm just annoyed. Graveyard going in, Freeze going in, everything going in. Tesla, what is happening in this battle? Baby Dragon's still going to lock on, of course, for 2 more hits. Looks like his Goblin Gang's going to clean up a lot of our Skellies, but still, no matter what happens with this battles, you guys can say you were there. You guys can say you were there when I just completely dumped the bed. Okay, well, anyways, almost back to our Ice Golem. I'm going to play our Skeleton Army. Hopefully he doesn't have quick fingers for the Zap, which he does. Very nicely played from him. He'll end up taking that tower right there. And guys, time to go for the Bats Graveyard combo, because he doesn't have a Zap in cycle, which means my Bats are going to start doing some work. Arrows running on in, minions doing their... Oh! Mamma mia. 100-0. GG, well played. All right. I don't know if that was a GG well played, but I'll take it any way we can get it. You guys can get a feel for how that deck goes down. Hopefully in our next battle, we're not playing Hog Rider E-Barbs, but we'll see how far we can make it happen. Let's go ahead and get into match number 2 right here and see if we can keep the good times rolling. All right, interesting stuff. Now for this deck, you can see a couple different combinations, how you can deal with your opponent having the Zap, how you can deal with them having a Barbarian Barrel, using your different bait cards effectively, including your graveyard, because most of the time people are going to drop their log, they're going to drop their Barbarian Barrel, their Zap on your graveyard one way or another, depending on what counters they have. But moving on forward to this match, guys, I'm going to show our opponent no respect and go for a graveyard at the very top. And he is going to show me negative respect by playing all of this right here. Let's go and freeze this combination to make sure our graveyard is able to put in work. Archers putting in some work. Skellies terrorizing that Night Witch. Looks like he's playing some sort of Golem deck, actually, using the Bomber. I've seen decks like this before. I think I've actually posted it on my channel, but still, taking tower number 1 is going to put us in a massive lead, and I'm really curious as to what his spells are. Normally with a deck like this, you have poison as your spell, unless he's playing NATO, since he has a Baby Dragon, but let's go and play our Ice Golem in the back. Wow, he's going to play an Elixir Collector up here, and I'm just going to opt to use my Archers and really get on with the rest of my... He might play Lumberjack now. He's going to play Baby Dragon, so at least we forced a 4 Elixir card out of him, and guys... what are we doing with our life? I'm going to do Scar Me. I'm just going to show no respect right here. Let this all run on in. Bats running on through. Skeletons running everywhere. This is Clash Royale. All right, well, bats are... Look at this Look at this Ice Golem right here. This Ice Golem is a monster. I'm just going to freeze all of this. What in the world is happening? He's trying to get ready for his Golem, but he has to worry about a serious army attacking his towers. Bats are ravaging that King Tower. GG, well played. Okay. That is not your typical way to play Clash Royale, but let me give you guys a little secret. We played our archers, which baited out his baby dragon on the right-hand side. He had no more counters to our graveyard to go in on the other lane. Easy peasy, easy trophies. Let's get into battle number 3. Lesson 1. Well, we've already given 2 lessons inside of our first 2 battles, but hopefully this will be another one against our friend who's a level 13. Gonna get ready with our Ice Golem Graveyard Freeze, a very aggressive starting hand. Honestly, your starting hand dictates a lot of your play whenever you use this deck. I'm going to go for a very silly Tesla, placing it in a position which gives me no value whatsoever, because if he plays a Hog Rider right here, it's just going to run straight towards my tower and say, thank you, Chief Pat, for your donation. Getting ready for the rest of this match, let's use our Skeleton Army in the back. We've got Graveyard Freeze, Ice Golem, Dark Goblin rolling on through. Interesting. Arrows, okay. I'm going to play our Ice Golem to start doing something. At least I thought it would do something, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Dark Goblin's eventually going to die, and I'm going to split some archers in the back. Okay, well, after all of that, we got 1 skeleton hit down that right-hand lane. We've got a giant skeleton coming up through, interestingly enough. Let's go ahead and just play a graveyard and see what we can get out of him as he plays some emotes, which are dodging all of my shots. Okay, free spell running on in. That's going to do some work. Minions going on in. I've got a surprise for you as well, my friend. Dark Goblin going on in. Nothing to deal with him so far. However, he did play it down the wrong lane. His giant skeleton's wearing mittens, which is interesting. Hopefully he doesn't have a Zappin' Cycle. Hopefully he doesn't have a Zappin' Cycle. Doesn't have a Zappin' Cycle, so there goes that push. Well, we're looking good. Dark Goblin's going to get a couple of shots. I'm not going to let it ruin my day, and we're looking solid for the rest of this match. Giant Skeleton Miner Control. Actually a pretty fun deck. Using that giant skeleton to terrorize is not a bad idea by any means, but for our friend right here, I think he's in a boatload of trouble. Okay, well, let's split some archers in the back. Try to maintain a semblance of control inside of this matchup. Tesla going on forward. Ice Golem should be able to stop this this giant skeleton plus these bats and give our Tesla a moment to put in some work right there. Beautifully done. 556 left on the tower. The direct damage in this deck isn't great with only arrows plus freeze as your only 2 direct damage cards. So let's let this archer just chip down this tower a little bit more. And honestly, I don't really mind playing another Naked Graveyard. Even with Barbarians, I don't mind playing a Naked Graveyard. Let's try this out and see what we can do. Skellies are going to start popping on out. I'm even going to just go ahead and arrow this Dark Goblin because I have no respect for his soul and what he's been able to accomplish in his life. Going to start taking out that Dark Goblin, take out that tower. That's tower number 1 down to 0. Another Tesla going down this lane right here. And now it's time to stop this push like our life depends on it, because it does. Ice Golem going down for these minions. Looks like the Miner's going to get a little caught up right there. No giant skeleton on the map, which for him, he has to get down as soon as possible. And there it goes. Let's play the Scar Me. Roll the music. Arrow's going to clip everything. These arrows are getting me hot and sweaty this game, guys. So many dirty arrow plays right here. Giant skeleton gonna be chunked down to 0, and with only a little bit of time left, time to stack up those Teslas and to show him the work right now. Okay, let's go. Let's drop some more archers. He's got 18 seconds left. Will he play another card, or will he wimp out? And that'll be GG. Well played. Let's go for the Ice Golem. Let's go for the bats. Maybe we can storm this tower down to 0. Here come the reinforcements. Free spell coming on in, and that is going to be another tower down to 0. GG, 2-crown victory. All right, well, we pummeled him into submission. His giant skeleton miner deck served no purpose against what we had going on. 31 trophies, 2 crowns. GG, well played. Let's keep it moving. All right, 4650, taking open our crowns just to see if we get anything good. We'll get some fire spirits, some wizards, and a little bit on top right there. 9,158 star points. So we're actually pretty close to being able to use it on another 10,000 star point upgrade. But let's go ahead and get into our final battle of the day against Einoff from the last reunion and try to keep the good games going. Now look at this deck, guys. Graveyard Freeze, Skeleton. What in the world are we playing right now? I'm gonna go ahead and play our Tesla, which feels a little bit nasty. I don't really have anything great to play right here. If I can use maybe, oh yeah, this is good actually. I can go ahead and do that. I can do that. I can do that. Beautifully done. Gonna stop his push in its tracks. Goblin Barrel's gonna go ahead and get pummeled right there. He did get 1 extra shot. Okay, these bats are silly, guys. I'm going to buy my bats a little bit of time, but actually we did force an ice wizard out of him, which isn't the worst thing in the world because my Tesla has a little bit of HP. Let's try to correct our cycle, get our ice golem where we want it, and maybe be able to do something with this push. So Goblin Barrel, he's probably playing some sort of strange Prince bait deck. Or Dark Prince bait deck. Normally people play Prince bait and not Dark Prince bait, but I guess this guy is having one of those days and trying to switch it up to Dark Prince. Let's go ahead and start right here with my archers. I guess I'm going to let this run towards my tower, unfortunately. Yep, that's going to be a lot of damage. But from here on out, I'm actually going to go ahead and use my graveyard on this side and to try to do a little bit better on this side of the map. All right, looks like, oh, I can't freeze that though. I got to play some arrows up here. I'm going to go and play my arrows. I'm also going to go ahead and follow up with my ice golem and my... Oh, he ended up zapping my skeletons. He actually could have had a pretty dirty push right there if he didn't zap my skeletons instead. He's not going to have the zap for my skeleton army down this left-hand lane, so he's going to have to play his Ice Wizard or another Goblin Gang, which is 3 elixir down the toilet. So many skellies attacking those goblins. He actually will follow up right here, so not the worst thing. What am I doing, guys? What am I doing? I'm going to take this Dark Prince hit because I just don't want to deal with it. I'm trying to fix my cycle and get an Ice Golem graveyard that we can go in with, but well played to him for putting that Dark Goblin in a place I couldn't get to and then moving my focus to another lane. So I'm just going to play our archers, and once we get to double elixir, guys, I have a feeling we should be able to cycle him pretty hard and put in some work. So let's go and start with another graveyard down this lane. All right, he's going to use his Ice Wizard, as we expected. Let's use our free spell in a moment, plus our arrows to go in against this. Probably shouldn't have too much except for his Zap spell, which he has to play in a moment, or else that Goblin Barrel is going to get worked. Okay, he's going to play his Zap at the last possible second, and we are in an all-out fiesta right now, and we'll see who's going to be the one to take it down. Okay, 10% remaining. Always a great feeling to get. Thank you very much, my friend. I'm going to go and play our Ice Golem here. I'm going to also play our Skeleton Army and do all this. He doesn't have a Zap in cycle. I know that for sure. Goblins are going to get plastered. Dark Goblin running on in, and thanks to my genius positioning of my Tesla, we're going to be in a really good spot. Looks like our graveyard's going in frozen. Ice Wizard is going to be able to take that out. Zap's running out. You got to play that Zap, my friend. But here go the arrows of justice. Skeleton still putting in some work. All right, well, I'm going to let that Dark Prince hit my tower. You guys know the deal. The Tesla up front in his face. Ice Golem going down as well. No real damage coming out from that push right there. I probably have to defend against this Dark Goblin, or else I'm going to take a little... Oh, I should have defended against that Dark Goblin. Give me, please. Oh, my lord, I just got cheesed. GG, well played. I didn't defend the Dark Goblin, and because of that, I must sacrifice myself to my family. GG. Well done. Well played for my Knopf right there. Honestly, I got to give it to him. Dark Prince Braid owned my soul and my spirit. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Clash Royale and enjoyed this crazy graveyard cycle deck. Give it a go if you want to. A lot of players are playing in the top 200, and I think it's a lot of fun to play so long as you can correct your cycle and not play for an idiot like me. Play like an idiot like me. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this episode. If you want to see some more Clash Royale content, let me know inside of the comments.